Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show. I'm Mike Radomski. It's time now for the player's perspective as we're joined by Otters first baseman Derek Wiley. And Derek, yesterday your team came out, ended a losing streak with a win. Walk us through that ball game.
Well, we came out and we were fired up and we were ready to get back on the field because we were a little bit upset about the game the night before. We felt like we were in the game the whole time and then just caught a couple bad breaks, and we've been progressively getting better every day. So we were ready to come out and see what we could do, and we came out and we had a great game.
If you're in a game like that where the lead goes back and forth like it did all night long, what is the mindset for the players?
We try not to press because generally you'll start to press because you feel like you need to do more. So we were just trying to we were trying to play small ball and maybe do some bunting and some situational hitting, and when we were doing that, we were scoring some runs and we were doing what we needed to do. And last night Vinny was just trying to hit a ground ball to second base and lifted a changeup and hit it out to right center, which was awesome.
And it seemed like the baseball was really flying yesterday, but you guys hit it that far so it would even go further.
Yeah, the ball does carry really well here, and as of late we've been swinging the bats better too. So I think it's a combination of both, and it can help our game and it can help the other team's game obviously as well. So we just need to really focus on just keeping our swing short and trying to hit line drives rather than trying to hit home runs.
Derek Wiley joining us here on the Evansville Otters pregame show. Let's start to talk about your performance yesterday. You go 3 for 5, you have a home run and 4 runs batted in. What did you think of your performance yesterday?
I was just happy to help the team win. It's a team game, and everybody everybody's got to do their part, and as long as I can contribute every night, and that's what really matters most to me. So if I would have been 0 for 4 with 4 RBI groundouts, I would have been just fine with that. So it's just really it was exciting to help the team win and for us to break that little bit of losing streak.
And we've seen you throughout the season. It seems like your numbers were a little bit lower than you would have liked them to be. How important was it to get that one bust-out game for you?
It was important, and it really helped the rest of the team swing it, because hitting is contagious, and when one guy starts hitting, then the rest of the team gets a little confidence, and everybody starts hitting. So if we can continue this little hitting streak rolling a little bit, then we can come out and do some things. We got Southern Illinois, who we know can swing the bats, so we're going to have to really come out offensively against them. So if we can keep all this going a little bit, that'd be the best.
And Ned Brown, the new hitting coach, has been working with you the past few days. What have you two been working on?
We've been working on taking the ball more to right center and having the approach of letting the ball get deeper. Even though I got all my hits yesterday to left field, it was a combination. I hit 2 breaking balls and a fastball, and if I would have been trying to hit those breaking balls in left field, I would have either swung and missed or just rolled over them. So it really has been helping us, really focusing on the middle of the field or right and left center, depending on right-handed and left-handed hitters. And then we see it with Vinny too. He's been working on left center, and then he stays on a changeup and hits it out to right center. So it's awesome.
Derek Wiley joining us here on the player's perspective. The team just ended a 5-game losing streak. We've seen with you firsthand, if you're not winning, it really starts to get underneath your skin. Why is winning so important to you?
It's just been in my blood. My dad and my mom are both very competitive, and my sister's very competitive as well. And when you get around a group of guys that is also just as competitive as you are, it really brings it out. We have a very competitive nature on the team, and we all hate to lose. So, winning is what makes people happy around here, to be honest. And when we win, we're happy. When we lose, we're just really upset. So we strive to win just to be happy. So it's and it makes it more competitive out here.
And what's it been like working with the new coaching staff and the new manager, Andy McCauley?
It's been great so far. They all bring like a level of intensity to the field that really lets us know that we got to work that hard every day. We can't come in and have a day where we're kind of lackluster and just really kind of relaxing. And so we come out every day, and he brings that intensity, and we get after it in the cage, and we get after it on the field. We're getting progressively better every day.
And now your team goes into a doubleheader today against Florence. What is the strategy for 2 games, just one right after the other?
We're going to come out and we're going to try and get ahead early. That's very key. Then Barry and Perez can pitch with the lead. That'll really help them, and it'll help our confidence if we come out strong and we don't really have to battle as much. So I think just the key for us is just to come out and score some runs in the first 3 innings of each game, and try and not necessarily put it in cruise control, but make things a little easier on the staff.
And lastly, how difficult is it to try to come away with a sweep on a doubleheader day?
Very difficult. For us, if we swept today, it'd be beating a team 3 times in a row, and a lot of people say that's the hardest thing to do in sports. So, to beat them 3 times in a row would be incredible, because they're a great team, and we know that they can score runs in the blink of an eye, because they can all hit the long ball, every single one of them. So, it would be good for us in our standings as well as our confidence to get a little bit of a streak going.
Derek, thanks again for joining us, and best of luck today against Florence.
Thank you very much.
That was Derek Wiley, the Otters' first baseman, and we'll be right back on the Evansville Otters pregame show right after this.